Alrighty, Chad, I spent about the past 45 minutes cutting up our stream from the other night where we created a 2025 extreme weather bingo card, and I decided to kind of clip it all into one little video here so that you guys don't have to go back and watch an hour-long stream. So grab your popcorn, grab your drink, and let's get right into it. Today we're doing something a little bit more interesting. If you take a look at the top right-hand corner of the screen right up there, you can see we've got a little bingo card set up there, and today we're going to be setting up our 2025 weather bingo card. So basically what I want from you guys this stream is to leave down some suggestions below in the chat as to what we should put on this card. So far the only thing that I have filled out is the free space, which we're counting as the California wildfires, because obviously that's already happened, so that doesn't really count. So let's try and get some good, accurate, but specific predictions in here today. Please only put things, don't put like tornado this year. Like, obviously that's going to happen. Let's try to get a little bit more specific and see if we can get some crazy guesses out of everybody here tonight. I'm already seeing a lot of suggestions in the chat. So not only do we have this little copy here in the top right hand corner of your screen, but if we take a look at this here, I do have a little paper copy as well in case the file for this does get corrupted for whatever reason at some point throughout the year, because I'm going to be honest with you guys, I don't have a lot of faith that I can hold on to a file for an entire year straight, so just in case I got a little paper copy on the side here. So, but the first one that I see that I really like is 2 high-risk days. That's from Mr. Strong. The reason I like that one is because it is oddly specific. It is something that could realistically happen, but it's not guaranteed to happen. So we're going to put 2 high risks on the board. That's not just biased because he's my friend, okay? I really do think that's a good suggestion. So if we change that text there over to pink, we can go ahead and throw this on the board. We'll throw it in the top right-hand corner to start off with. And to get this updated on your guys' screen, all I have to do is click this little button. Watch this. 3, 2, 1. Oh, it didn't work. Oh, yes, it did. Phoenix gets a tornado warning. That's not a terrible guess. Blizzard in April. I kind of like those things. They're oddly specific. We'll do tornado warning for Phoenix. I think that's a oddly specific enough one to throw on there. So we'll say tornado warning for Phoenix. We'll throw that up there. We'll throw it onto some red text. There we go. Since it is a tornado warning. And we'll get that pulled up on your screen there. EF2 in the West Coast. See, again, it depends on what we're talking about whenever we say West Coast. Like, do we just mean West Coast states? Do we mean areas right hugging up along the West Coast there? I do like the EF2 on the West Coast thing. I like that. I also kind of like Tory in Ohio. We'll title it as a strong tour, and we'll just say West Coast states in general count. So California, Oregon, Washington. Strong tour on West Coast. We'll throw that on there, and we'll throw that in blue text for, yeah, tornado emergency, just so everybody knows what a Tory is in Ohio. There we go. But I kind of like the idea of a 2-mile wide plus tornado. How do we feel about that? PDS blizzard warning. Fortunately, that is not a thing. Yeah, the free space is going to be the California wildfires, since that's already happened. I kind of like the idea of an anti-cyclonic EF2 plus tour. Whenever I say strong tour on these, by the way, that refers to EF2 plus. I feel like that's a little too likely, but we'll go for it. Why not? We gotta have some of them be a little more likely than not, because we need to actually make it possible to fill out this bingo card, because remember, for a bingo, you gotta have 5 in a row. In this first row, there's no way we're saying all these things, so I don't know, maybe we need to go a little bit easier from this point forward. I don't know. I got a good idea. I haven't thrown any on here yet. I want to say a PDS severe thunderstorm watch, because obviously PDS tornado watch will see at least 1 or 2 of those this year, but PDS severe watches are a little more rare because they're always reserved for derechos pretty much. PDS severe watch now on the board, and 100-mile-an-hour severe warning as well. Big storm system, like 1993 storm of the century. Again, we got to be like, we have to have specific parameters in place here. A day 6 enhanced risk. I like that, but let's say a day 6 or later enhanced risk. But that's a good one, Weston. That's actually a really good one. I like the idea of us playing around with the SBC risks here. I think we should do more of those, if you guys have any ideas. PDS Tour Watch 95.95. We'll throw it in there. Oh, dude, but then this one's going to be, like, impossible with 2-mile wide tornado next to it. We'll do that, but we'll throw it in this column. I kind of like the idea of the I column being a little bit easier here from what we've seen so far. Tornado warning for Phoenix is going to be the hard one in that one, if anything, though. So we'll say PDS We'll say 95, 95 Tor Watch, because obviously that would make it PDS. High risk in June, high risk in March. Day 8, 15% risk. We'll say day 15, or day 8 risk in general. We'll throw that in the O column just to make this a little bit easier since it's off to a very hard start with 2+ mile wide tornado. Double high risk. See, the problem with that is, again, super unlikely because there's only been 2 in history, and one of them was less than 2 years ago. The crazy thing would be if we actually do manage to get a bingo here, because these are so oddly specific. Like Torrey in Ohio, day 6 or later, enhanced risk. Tornado warning for Phoenix. Like, these are so specific, and I kind of love that, because if we get one of these bingos, or even just one of the tiles right in general, that would be incredible. Just do it. Yes, do it. Do it. Should we do it, chat? Alright, what the heck? Let's go. Yeah. EF5. Here we go. We'll throw it in the green column. I think the Long Island thing's a little too likely. You know what? We'll do it, though. We'll do it in honor of Mr. Storm. So, other than the 2 mile wide plus tornadoes, so far the O column's not looking too impossible. So we got to make it a little harder. Because, again, strong Tor on West Coast, that could definitely happen. That's the hardest one so far, but 5 tornadoes, EF4 plus. It's not super impossible. 7 moderate risks. That's so oddly specific. What if we do 10+ moderate risks? We'll really throw it out there. And we'll throw that in the pink column. 10+ moderate risks. Town gets hit twice by tornado. See, tornado moving southwest is too likely. Because, also, what would count as that? Like, if it moves southwest for 5 seconds? Or does the entire track have to be southwest generally? May hurricane. That is almost impossible. Not entirely impossible, but almost. You know what? How about we do Levi's idea, but we do it, where it's going to be way easier. We're just going to straight up say 1 Torrey in Tennessee, or in Middle Tennessee. Let's do it. Entire state of Tennessee. Torrey in Tennessee. Moderate risk in Northeast. And we have to agree on what Northeast is, but I think it's pretty well agreed upon. So if it does become a controversy, we can discuss it after it happens. And during we can check these out throughout the year. Obviously we'll do the checkup at the end of the year, but we can check these out throughout the year. Oh, my chat all just loaded at once. Destructive severe for days. I'm not trying to dox myself. What if we go really wild here, chat? I've only come up with one so far, so I'm going to do another one. For the pink column, the easy column so far, we got to go wild. Destructive, severe in Montana. It happened last year. So let's see, chat. It also happened the year before, I believe. So we'll say destructive, severe in Montana. And again, it can be wind or hail. I want to mention some more of these, lower end events, but in more rare states, right? So we'll do destructive, severe in Montana. 6,000 Cape in North Dakota in January. Low-key scared me a little bit. Red column's not terribly hard, but it's going to be quite tricky to get tornado warning for downtown Phoenix. Whenever we say for Phoenix, it has to include downtown. It can't just be scraping the suburbs. And then EF3 plus in Colorado would probably be the only other somewhat hard thing on there. Everything else would be pretty easy. I think the Colorado thing's going to be the hardest. After every event, I'm going to be scrolling through this bingo card, checking if any of these things have been, I just spaced out if any of these things have been checked off. Yeah, deep freeze in Texas may happen next week based off of the GFS's latest trends, pushing the 540 line into Mexico, but 400 plus tornadoes in April. You realize that would mean an average of over 10 per day? That would be quite the April. Has that ever happened in April? I mean, if it were going to happen in a month, I think the most active month ever was actually in May, I believe. Most active, we'll say most tornadoes in 1 month ever. 800, okay, I'm dumb. Don't clip that, don't clip that, don't clip that. Since the green column's already impossible anyways, because it says EF5, so we'll do it. Why don't we just make the bottom column impossible too? Actually, so far it's pretty easy, so we should make it a little harder. Tornado crosses U.S. Canada border. I'm saying we do Canada and Mexico, but then that's far too likely if either one of them counts, you know? Okay, there we go. One more. The chat. People are more upset than whenever I say no block at stream. It's crazy. Imagine I spelt it wrong or something stupid for the final one. Alrighty. Davis has no words. That's fine. I know it's true. That got depressing fast. Davis does weather mass unfollowing. So again, we'll check up maybe, you know what? I like this idea. We'll do a checkup every month. We'll do a checkup stream every month and then cross off any of them if we have them. We won't do it for the individual events. We'll do updates. You know what I'm saying? Unless nothing happens. I do think I should clip this up, though, and turn this into, a video. Then I have to, actually download the file for this, though. 95.95 Tour Watch is crazy hard. What was the May 6th? Was it 95.90? Was it 95.95? 95.90? We haven't seen a 95.95 tornado watch since March 25th, 2021. Well, we probably haven't seen a PDS in Wyoming for even longer than that, to be honest. That's kind of a crazy one to end off on. I like it, though. Green column is happening. Dude, the only problem with it, like, I intentionally put the EF5 there. Didn't I, like, move it around a bunch? No. Well, I tried to make the green column easy. I didn't even try it first, but then we threw EF5 in there, so after the fact, I was like, this is already pretty easy other than EF5, so let's just keep making it easy. So again, thank you all for participating, and I will see you guys in